So, I said at the end of 2024, I need 2025 to be the most miraculous year we've ever had. Like for us as a family. Now, nobody has a terminal illness. Nobody owes money to the mob. It's just normal stuff. But I will say this much. What we're doing, what we've been doing, money-wise, ain't gonna cut it. We'll just say that. But saying I need 2025 to be miraculous sounded right the first time I said it. And the second. And maybe the third. And then, the more I thought about it, the more it started to lose its luster. The more it started to sound a little stale. And I realized what was happening. I didn't believe it. I didn't agree with it. I was what we would call being convicted. Now, I think we in the church world are very quick to say we need a quote-unquote financial miracle. You'll hear that a lot. We have prayer for people who need things, right? We have altar calls and things like that. Some people need healing in their body. They have a disease. They need the disease to go away. Some people are hoping to have a relationship restored. Others just straight up need money, or else bad things are going to happen. Or at least that's the assumption. Now, I certainly have been on the receiving end of things like this. I'm talking about generosity, good fortune, whatever you want to call it. The check in the mail, the person who way overcompensates you for some little thing you did for them, the thing you applied for that you forgot about, kicking in at just the right moment, the cash in the mailbox right before Christmas. We've seen it. We've witnessed it. It is absolutely part of our story. We've received it, and we, as much as we've been able, have tried to give it as well. But I've just been thinking a lot lately about that phrase, I need a financial miracle. And I think maybe that's kind of code speak for my value to the market is way below the dollar amount I need to survive. In other words, I need X, but I'm worth significantly less than X to the market, and I don't see a way to bridge that gap apart from divine intervention. And let's say you get that quote-unquote miracle, okay? But let's say it comes by someone making you an offer because they see value in you and your abilities and your voice and your unique perspective. Is that actually a miracle? Or is that you just being legitimately valuable? And that phone call or invitation or offer could absolutely be unexpected. A lot of the best things in life are surprises, right? But just because something is out of the blue, that doesn't qualify it as a miracle. Like, let's not water down the word miracle. Water into wine is a miracle. A dead person raised is a miracle. An unexpected check in the mail is not. And again, I'm not saying I'm not appreciative of the unexpected check. I am. I'll take one today and another tomorrow. Yes, Lord. But if I am a person of value, why do I need a miracle? If you, yes, you, are a person of value, if you are a person with skills and knowledge, why do you need a miracle? Why is divine intervention the only way people like us can get ahead? Why have we swallowed this idea, and where does it come from? And again, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to finding a gold bar buried in my yard, or a valuable baseball card at a yard sale, or pulling a coin from a fish's mouth. I'm just asking, is it appropriate to assume that's the only way? And I think we sell ourselves short when we say, Yahweh, I need a miracle. When what we could be saying, or should be saying, is, Yahweh, help me display my value. Which starts with, Yahweh showed me how valuable I am. Yahweh immersed me in the depths of my value. And I think for me at least, to get a little vulnerable, it stems from a victim mentality, which is a really unhealthy thing to carry around, by the way. I don't recommend it, because it will keep you in this perpetual state of self-pity and will never allow you to come into maturity. Because if you come into maturity, the victim mentality gets evicted. And it doesn't want to be evicted. It wants to hang around. So it will fight like absolute hell to do so. And it is almost impossible to succeed when you have a pathological need to feel like a victim. If you have a victim mentality, it is highly unlikely that you will ever fully trust yourself. Why? Because that's what confident people do. And you can't be confident and be a victim. And if you don't trust yourself, you will always see other people up there and yourself down here. You'll always see other people as further along and yourself as dragging behind. You'll always see other people as capable and yourself as incapable. The people who need miracles are, for all intents and purposes, helpless. And the bigger the miracle we need or think we need, the more helpless we must be, right? And when we swallow this idea that we are helpless, we create this identity. We make ourselves into people who require intervention, which lets us off the hook from, frankly, doing much of anything. The helpless person doesn't build. He doesn't dream. He doesn't take risks. He sits miserly on what he has, hoping that someone will pity him and give him something. So maybe the real miracle is not someone writing you a check. Maybe the real miracle is you realizing who you are and realizing you are of infinite value. And there's no room for self-pity in someone who's of infinite value. There's no room for the victim mentality. What do you mean, victim? I have the same spirit that raised Christ from the dead. What do you mean, victim? I am loved with the same nature and measure of love that Yahweh the Father has for his beloved Son, Yeshua. Victim? What victim? I was created in the image of God himself. I am not a victim. He saved my life. So everything is bonus. Every dollar, every meal, every conversation, every minute, every day I wake up, it's all bonus. And here's a revolutionary statement. Christ is everything, and everything beyond Christ is bonus. And if we can truly swallow that, our whole outlook will change. It has to be kingdom above all. Kingdom above everything. And where did Yeshua say the kingdom is? In you. How valuable do you think the kingdom is? Like the kingdom of God. What's it worth? What's the price tag? I don't think we have numbers that go that high. But it's in you. Either you believe that or you don't. He's in you. Either you believe it or you don't. You're in him. Either you believe it or you don't. So, as one who is a vessel of divinity, encapsulated by said divinity, how valuable, therefore, are you? Now, Christ answered this question a little cryptically and facetiously in Matthew chapter 10 when he said, "You can buy 2 sparrows for only a copper coin, yet not even one sparrow falls from its nest without the knowledge of your Father. Aren't you worth more to God than many sparrows?" So here's a crazy idea. Maybe the world doesn't need you to have money dropped in your lap. Maybe the world needs you to feel the discomfort of childbearing. Because you're pregnant with something. Everyone's pregnant with something. There's something, some idea rolling around in your head, something collecting dust in the Google Docs, in a notebook, some concept that won't leave you alone. And we've been taught that Jehovah Jireh is our provider. And he is. He is. But sometimes he doesn't provide money. Sometimes he provides things like talent, ability, passion, and conviction. Sometimes he provides things like opportunities. Opportunities to learn and to grow and to develop. And we often do these things when we are in seasons that do not feel comfortable. Muscle doesn't grow when you massage it. It grows after you tear the fibers and build them back up. So it's not about you having enough money to pay your bills or get out of debt or quit your job or go on vacation. It's about the person who you might not even know, who is praying for the solution the concept, the invention, the system that you've been sitting on. It's about you being the answer to the question that keeps people up at night. It's about Yahweh displaying himself to you, in you, and through you. So, is 2025 going to be the most miraculous year ever? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's not because we won the lottery or got a new job or got a big tax refund. It's because we are finally waking up to who we are, to whose we are, and to the infinite value of the kingdom we carry around in us every single day. I'm Ryan Coleman, the real Ryan Coleman on Instagram, not Ryan Coleman on X. If you like this show, if it helps you, if you look forward to every Tuesday at 7, I know I do. I ask that you subscribe, follow, rate, share, all those things. As many of those things as you're willing to do, I truly appreciate it. You know what else I appreciate? Free stuff. And I've got something extra special for you, and it won't cost you a dime. It's my latest ebook. It's called Yes, You Are Creative, or Yes, You Are Creative, or Yes, You Are Creative. And it's coming out very, very soon. If you feel like you're not really the creative type, if you feel like maybe you have ideas and don't know if you have what it takes to make something out of them, if you feel like maybe you're better suited to be more of a helper or a right-hand man, right-hand lady, this book is for you. And like most of what I put out, it's not long and it's not hard to read. But it will challenge you. It will encourage you. It will inspire you. And if it doesn't, I offer a 100% money-back guarantee. It's a little joke there, because it's free. I want us to build together, and I want us to be well together. But we first have to believe that we are capable of both. We have to believe that this is not only what we do, this is who we are. So follow me on social so you know when that new book is available. But as always, thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.